Hello everyone out there in YouTube world. Again, as promised, we did say we was going to be doing a video about fibromyalgia, the flare-up. And this is what Maxine's actually going through right now. Boy, what can we say, Max?
It's horrible. It's like having toothache all over your body. I can't move my hands, so that's swollen. My feet.
Yeah, I'll show you the feet.
Especially if I put my foot down.
Yeah. Oh, can you see that?
The leg.
And then the leg there, look. Look at all that redness around it there. There in particular.
My skin is just dry everywhere. My scalp.
Yeah.
I can't even get washed at the moment.
No.
Because just the slightest thing is hurting me. And all this flare up, I haven't been able to go out this week at all yet. Because I've had to change my timing of a morning because I'm having to have my blood pressure monitored. So I had to change my times of getting up to do that. My mouth is just full of ulcers in my throat. The regular fibro flare up, really. I'm completely exhausted.
You can clearly see that as well.
Even though I've slept. Taking the medication, and I'm wondering to myself, why am I swallowing all this poison when I'm still having all this feeling of pain and tiredness and not being able to do anything. Another thing I always wonder, if I'd have got old on my own and I hadn't had a partner, what would I do? You know, these doctors need to see these videos, because what would I do? I can't even have a shower yet, and that's with somebody who can help me because of the pain. Would I wake up with a flare? And just have to sit here all day without being able to go to the bathroom to wash properly, shower properly? Would I be able to make a drink? And I can tell you the answer to that is no, because of my hands. Poor hands, as you can see. If I tried to walk round the block, it would kill my spine. As Andrew will vouch for me, because it's like being stabbed in the back. The nerves in my body on the left side, and I know that's nerve damage, but it's horrible. It's just, there's no quality of life at all. No quality of life, because you can't do anything. I'm a person who's worked all my life, run round all the while, doing this, that and the other, and actually enjoyed life. And now I've got to the stage in retirement when you think, oh, I'm free to do what I want to do. Can't do it. It's impossible to do it. I can't even clean my teeth at the moment because of pain. It's just an effort, isn't it, to do anything?
It is.
You know, to even move. I've religiously got a blinking water bottle behind me all the time, strapped to me because of pain. You know, and they tell you that it's all in the head. Some doctors believe it's all. How would anybody want to go through this? They wouldn't want to go through it, I can assure you, though nobody would want to go through it. Nobody could make it up. Makes you wonder. I mean, I'm lucky I don't get depression with it, really. I suppose I do get a bit low, don't I? But
yeah, well, definitely I've seen
not
it.
to the point of depression.
No. and makes you snappy as well.
It does make me snappy because I
yeah.
can't control the pain.
Yeah, it's gone to though. It's
And
a
the
natural
slightest,
thing.
even like when people are trying to do right by you, like, would you like a drink? No, I wouldn't like a drink. Because I wouldn't like a drink because it hurts my mouth and I can't hold the cup properly.
Yeah.
And that's like, you know, when you've got an adapted property, I just feel sorry for anybody out there who's got this and they're on their own suffering. I really do, because where can they go? Apart from doctors who mean well, they all mean well.
But they're trying to shove
But their meaning well is shoving poison down your body all the time,
That's
which
what they wanna
causes
do.
side effects. I mean, the side effects I've had with all of the medication is weight gain.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how healthy I eat or try and eat, which I do eat healthy. I've got a breakfast in front of me I can't eat yet, and that's what you call a healthy breakfast, which I have every day. I've got fruits, yogurts, you know, what you're supposed to do. What are you supposed to do? What is the answer to it? I know in America they cope better than us over here because it's more understood over there.
Yeah, I totally agree with that because we've seen the stuff on it.
You're frightened when you can go out in case anybody knocks into you, because it just they wouldn't believe the pain. I don't know what to say really.
But at least we've done this video to show them what you
And
like.
I'm doing this video to show you. It can get even worse than this. I'm only on the 3rd day of a flare-up at the moment. There's waiting list to see a consultant. And I mean, the medication I'm on is horrendous. Absolutely horrendous.
Yes, it really is.
I mean, they're trying to give you a better quality of life so you can go out, but it's all the after effects that you have to
Suffer from.
I mean, I've got arthritis as well now.
Yeah.
And you expect that with age. I'm 70 now, so you expect it with age, don't you? I forget things because of the fibro fog. If it weren't for Andrew, I don't think I'd ever take a tablet because I'd forget. I can't remember whether I've had the tablet, whether I haven't had the tablet, which tablet I've had. It's a vicious circle. It really is a vicious circle. You know, to be have the freedom in retirement, thinking you just, you know, do something that's not even going to cost any money these days. Go for a walk round your local park, and you can't do it. You can't do it. It's just impossible. So, I mean, you spend your life staying in more than you do going out. And you think, well, is this it? Is this all I've got to look forward to? You know, at this age, when you just want to be able to go out and embrace the fresh air. I mean, I can't even read a book because my eyes are hurting me, even though I've got glasses, because of the medication, because of the fibro flare. I've got 2 lots of different pains going on at the moment. Fibro swelling, along with the arthritic swelling, my throat, not being able to swallow properly.
Your spine as well.
My spine is horrendous. Now, it's okay, I've got a doctor's, but you know what, it's getting to them. I don't like going in a taxi, I don't. I'll be honest. I can't really go on a bus like this. So if I had an appointment, which I have got an appointment soon, to see my GP, if I was like this, I couldn't get there. I'd have to cancel it, then wait months for another one. And this is how it is all the time. All the time when you're in a flare. Just keep thinking, how long is this going to last again? How long is this going to last? You know, you're hardly eating, and yet the weight's piling on. And you want to get your information from what other people put, really, on groups and stuff. You think, yeah, that's right. But these doctors don't sit and tell you, well, you've got to look forward to this. I was just told, well, you've got to learn to live with it.
Yeah.
Well,
It's easier said than
it's
done.
easier said than done. And I'm a positive person.
Yeah, trust me.
So anybody who's negative, I hate to think how they would be. I'm not one. I don't want to spend retirement sitting watching telly and reading a book. I like to be out there.
Yeah.
You know, embracing summer and the fresh air. And it's horrible way to live. I mean, what are you supposed to do, as I say? I'd love to know, please comment and let me know if you suffer like this all the time. I mean, you wouldn't leave a dog like you, would you, really? You take it to the vets and get it sorted. But, I mean, they can't sort it. They can only try and make it easier for you, really. But then when you have to go for your checkups, they want to know why you've put all this weight on, and they don't want to listen when you're saying, look, it's a medication. I mean, I know I've got what they call lymphatic problems. But you try and ask them and tell them that they won't acknowledge it, It's all to do with fibro. It's all to do with the fibro. I'm very lucky I've got good doctors. And they're young as well, so they understand more about different things that older doctors will just tell you, no, there's no such thing. But, you wait all these years to be diagnosed by a rheumatologist because they have to keep ruling everything out, which is understandable. But then you suffer right up to the next appointment, which is months away. I mean, they put you on medication. I can't even describe this medication, to be honest. It's horrible. Even the taste of the ruddy thing, it's vile.
It's the hydroxychloroquine.
Yeah. And then I'm on these, what's the other one? Duloxetine. Now, duloxetine is prescribed for depression.
Yeah, that's what it's originally described.
But it's also a painkiller for fibro.
It's a combination of things, apparently.
So the
hydrochloroquine,
chloroquine is for
the arthritis, isn't it?
The arthritis, and then you've got the duloxetine along with your painkillers for
depression.
But it's pain. But they work for both. And you've got to keep reminding yourself why you're swallowing these pills every day.
Yeah.
Because I know I just couldn't walk. I just went off my legs completely.
Yeah.
Just completely went off my legs. So you try anything basically just to be able to get out. But my getting out now is probably once every blue moon. But I do try.
Yeah.
And then you've got, when you're out, you've had enough. Then you can't go around anywhere because you can't manage you. You need to get back.
Yeah.
Which is sad, really sad, really. I mean, even if I drove, I couldn't drive anymore.
No, so they don't advise you to.
Well, I don't think they'd let you anyway, because you're not quick enough for your reactions.
Reflexes.
You're sort of drugged up, but you get used to sort of being drugged up, but you still forget stuff. And people wonder, well, I only told you the other day. Yeah, well, yeah, you might have only told me. You could tell me this morning and I still wouldn't remember by this afternoon.
Or even 5 minutes ago.
I was going to say something then, and I forgot what I was going to say.
See what I mean? This is what it's like. This is what it's like. I'm glad we're doing this video.
Even a simple chore like your dusting. I do it and then I can't do anything else all day. Just because I've dusted. I mean, I don't do the heavy stuff. Andrew has to do it all. You can't even stand and cook a meal. Because it hurts and you just can't use your hands to do anything and you're exhausted. I mean, having to sit down to peel potatoes. That can't be normal, can it? It can't be right. And there's no groups I know of. I've never been referred to any. And the one I did go to, which was many years ago, was all about woe me. I can't be doing woe me either. I'm only doing this. So people know what fibro is.
And they can actually see it.
And the medication, I was going to say, sorry if I keep going backwards and forwards, but like I say, I forget what I've said. The one I've been, your teeth, it affects your teeth. I have spent my whole life looking after my teeth. And now I'm getting fractured teeth, broken teeth.
The medication's causing that.
The medication, my hair falls out in the clunks. Good job I've got thick hair. Your body's just not yours anymore.
No, it's like it's owned by the medication.
And you just think, you know, you lie in bed when you go to bed at night, you think, well, maybe it'd be better tomorrow. Sometimes it is.
Yeah, for a
so
few
you
hours.
think, oh, you don't. All you want to think about is getting out, going out. Sometimes getting on public transport's hard because there's no seats.
No.
You've got people who are not disabled, well, or don't look disabled, I should say.
Yeah.
Invisible illnesses, but mainly they're young kids and there's no illness. Sitting in the seats.
Where there shouldn't be.
There's no control over that no more. You can't blame the doctors. The doctors, sorry, the bus drivers, for not saying anything. Not these days when they could probably get knife in the back or something.
I know, we're living in violent times, that's the trouble. We really are. I've never known anything like it. And the elderly people are the ones who are being targeted a lot.
Now I've got what they call a mobility stroller. I'm finding it difficult to use
push
that because of my hands.
Yeah.
My hands are in that much pain. You know, it's unbelievable. The colouring in your body's changes.
Yeah, it goes like a purpley blue.
Purpley red colour, like. I know we all have to suffer with something when you reach 70, of course you do. Unless you've really kept yourself fit like every day for them years, which is impossible, you know, in young years when you're trying to raise a family, work full time. Stress of life, I suppose, as well. I've just never seen anybody like this.
No.
I mean, I've been to pain management clinic over the years, and they were really good. But you know what? I think you can do all these exercises.
Oh no, I remember that one we went to in Sandwell, and they tried to send you to the water therapy. Oh my God, that was a huge red flag in itself.
Just couldn't do it.
No.
I just couldn't do it. And they knew I couldn't do it, didn't they?
Yeah.
I've seen physio that many times. I've had acupuncture. I've had
reflexology was one.
Reflexology, I used to have that regular. I've even had a fusion in where you go into hospital for the day, and they put like a drip into you, like pain medication, I suppose it's called. And I had a reaction.
Yeah, you did.
I couldn't breathe.
That bleach thing, wasn't it?
I couldn't breathe. So I couldn't have that again. I can't have the steroid injections, which are good, because it's all over my body. It's not just in one place, so it doesn't work. So my only option really is to have this medication. And then you have to order your medication through the consultant secretary, and they send it out to you in the post, which you have to sign for because it's a bad medication, not nice. And then Andrew has to take it up to the chemist for them to deliver it to me. Now, if I try and do anything when he's out, I've dropped stuff, haven't I?
Yeah, you have. Oh.
I drop everything, plates, glasses. At one stage, I went through having to have plastic glasses because I was dropping all the glassware. Can't even hold a knife and fork properly. You have to have special cutlery.
Yeah. And you know, the thing is as well, bless Maxine, because she's got this condition now, but in her mind, she still thinks she can do it.
Yeah.
She still thinks she can do it, but
Try to do
when
it.
she tried, that's it. Matter of seconds, if that.
I'll turn into Karen.
As we all know, hashtag Karen. Oh.
I'll turn into Karen.
But she doesn't do deliberately. She can't help it. It's the pain. It's the effects of the pain. And it really does, you know, affect you in that way. It's such an awful thing to see someone who you love so much going through this. You know, it's heartbreaking every day. And I mean every day. But I try and make Maxine laugh a lot because people who do know I'm a bit of a comical kind of person. You know, so I try and
he does make me
every day, a little bit of laughter every day, just a little bit.
I'll call him Kevin.
Yes, I'm the Kevin. Hashtag Kevin.
We go, all right, Karen.
All right, Karen. But on a serious note, though, this fibromyalgia is
it's
serious.
just a vicious circle.
Yeah, it is.
But I'd love to know what everybody else does to try and control theirs. You know, I really would. Because I can't try any harder than I try now.
Yeah.
You know, I've got to everything I've had to have. I don't know, there's the slightest changes I've noticed as well. If something changes in your day or your life, it affects you.
Yeah.
It affects your body. And it brings on flares. And they say you shouldn't have any stress with fibro. But you know what? Everybody has stress.
It stresses the brain alone. The fibro does the pain of it. So they said you shouldn't have any stress. Sorry, but that's that's just like saying, how long is a piece of blinking string?
It's horrible, isn't it?
Of course, the pain's going to stress the brain. And then you're going to have these chemical releasing from the brain because of the pain, which is stressing it. That's how the brain's going to react. So you're going to be feeling depressed. You're going to be feeling agitated. Your anxiety levels are going to go through the roof. You're going to be snapping at even the air when it moves in the wrong direction. You're going to be snapping at the littlest of things.
Your muscles hurt.
Oh my gosh.
Your bones hurt.
That's how deep it goes right through the body.
Noise. Oh my goodness, mate.
Yeah.
Your ears.
You become hypersensitive.
They do.
And your sight
and your
does.
eyes.
And even the smell. Apparently people don't realise fibro, or some people might call it a different name, it does affect all the senses. It heightens them.
I smell like burning all the while I do when I'm having a flare. And they want you to have a vaccine for this and a vaccine for that.
And a pill for this and a pill for that.
This and a pill for that. Which I never thought I'd ever take, to be honest, medication like this. But if you have to, don't you? I mean, people who live on their own who've got it as well. I'm on about elderly people because I think it does get worse as you get older. I've got to be honest. You couldn't even have a dog because you wouldn't be able to walk it and pick its mess up. And
I have a fuss with it because dogs like to
they
jump
like to fuss, don't
Yes, of course, they love a fuss.
And I think that's awful when you're retired and you can be there with the dog all the while. Or a cat, I suppose, I don't know.
Yeah, well, Max, we're animal lovers.
Yeah. People will say, well, get a bird.
Again, you've got to look after the bird, you've got to clean out the cage.
Still got to clean it, clean it all up.
And feed it and put things down for it,
I mean, you can't book anything in advance.
No.
You can book an holiday and think I'm going on holiday because I need to, because it just doesn't work like that. Doesn't work like that. You can't even book a meet up with anybody, can you, really, for a coffee or anything?
No.
Because 9 times out of 10, you'll be cancelling.
Yeah, because of the flares. Because the fibro flares, from what I know myself, they come unexpectedly, out the blue. You can't say, oh, I'm going to have a fibroid flare in the next 4 or 5 days. Next thing you know, it could happen the following day.
Can't
This is what
plan
it's
anything.
like.
I mean, you can have a flare, and then a couple of days, for 2 days, you're all right. Well, I don't say all right, but you can do a bit more than when you're in the flare.
Yeah.
Then you're back on that flare again. Come on, you just had a flare. Why am I having another flare? And Karen comes out again then.
Yeah.
Like,
The Karen attitude does,
oh.
Mm.
But, what's the answer?
Yeah.
What's the answer? Just got to get on with it, ain't we? But it's just like having toothache over your body if you've never heard of it. I think more needs to be known about fibro.
Yeah.
And different arthritis, I suppose.
Yeah, because there's so many variations.
Because it's
of
different
arthritis.
pains, believe it or not. Even that, over the years, you become an expert on the pain. Because it's different pains.
Yeah.
But you always know which pain it is. And then you've got, like, clothing.
Wow, that's another one altogether, that is.
You can't put anything on that's got to go over your head.
Yeah.
Shoe-wise, it's...
Oh, gosh.
No.
That is a major, major no-no.
I am having such problems at the moment trying to get trainers on.
Yeah. She never used to.
I think shoes is a no-no, isn't
Definitely
it?
shoes. They've got to be... Well, we can say the name, can't we, that we wear?
I don't know whether you're allowed to.
Well, they're made by...
Doctors recommend them.
Yeah.
But, you know, I can't even get them on. I couldn't go and try shoes on. Or trainers I wear. You just couldn't.
Yeah.
Because then I've got to get my feet back into the other ones. I just never thought it would be me. But sadly it is. And this is old age for you. This is old age that's probably been from neglect years ago. Because I say that the fibro is from trauma to the body. And I do truly believe that.
Yeah.
But then again, I think every woman who's had a child...
It's very traumatic.
They've had trauma, haven't they?
Yes,
to the body.
Natural trauma, that is.
But to think when you used to run around all the time and get everything ready and for the next day for work and you know what I mean, and still manage to manage, you just couldn't. And yet they keep putting pension ages up. You know, how are people going to work late before they can not work again? It's... I mean, I'm lucky that I didn't never have to sign on, really. Because I don't think I'd have managed to fit that bit in as well. It's very, very hard, isn't it, when you think about it? Very, very hard because of the pain. And you're old before your time. Well, mentally, I'm not very old in the head. So I like young stuff. Rather than the old stuff, you know. It's easy for people to say, why don't you just join a group down the road?
It's a lot easier said than done, trust.
And another
trust
thing,
me.
I don't do people. I don't do people because they're past, really.
Yeah.
You know, you think you've got friends and then you haven't really got friends, so we stopped doing friends many years ago. You're your own best friend, aren't you?
Yeah.
But Andrew, I can say, is a true 100% best friend, because I've never known him any different. Never known him any different. And he never moans at all about looking after me, ever.
It's my dad in me, that is.
Never,
yes,
ever. But, you know, you shouldn't be having a life like that now.
I know.
We should having a better life, shouldn't we?
I know. But I'm a better life being with you, so there.
Oh, bless you.
I mean, take my dad, for instance, right? Most of you don't know about my dad, what he was like. My dad was approaching his 64th birthday when he passed away. He had several strokes and he aged him rapidly. He was like an old man. My dad was just before he passed, and it was a really sad and upsetting thing to see that a 63-year-old man looking like a man who's in his 80s. And that's what he looked like, you know, after those strokes. All right. Okay, darling. All right.
Yeah, and it's a young age, isn't it, as well?
Yeah.
It's a young age as well, too.
So he passed in the February of that year, 1999.
That's all right.
And his 64th birthday was in July of that year. But yeah, this fibromyalgia is, you know, might be named different with either in the UK.
I think I've been told that used to be under another name many years ago in the 30s and 40s, and a lot of soldiers come back from the war with it.
Yeah, they did.
I don't know how true that is. I can't remember the name of it.
Yeah, see, it's what it's like.
But it's definitely not inherited, because I don't know anybody
in your family
or of anybody family-wise that's had fibro. Obviously arthritis if they've lived longer.
Yeah, and rheumatoid as well, rheumatoid arthritis.
But not fibro. But you know how if you can get a good doctor who can refer you on to rheumatology.
Yeah.
You're halfway there, but you will get some doctors as well.
You won't
Can't do a
recognise
lot
it.
about it, so I can give you medication. You've got fibro.
So I think it's in the mind.
And
all
yet,
the time.
the process of once you see
a doctor, a
rheumatologist
consultant, yeah,
takes a while because, as I say, they have to rule everything out. Everything
and
out.
the backlog as well. It's another thing they put in.
And it feels very similar as well to MS. So I've been told.
Yeah.
Even though it's not MS, it's
the pain.
The pain is nerve pain over the body. It's from the nerves in the brain.
Yeah, the central nervous system.
And you get like tingling and. But
numbness.
another thing I'd like to say as well. You know, the medication you take, it can cause diabetes.
Yep.
Can cause high blood pressure.
That's a hydroxy and the gelocity.
Yeah. And other things related, really. And yet, when they do the tests, obviously these things are going to come up higher, aren't they? Because of what this medication can cause. Now, with the hydrochloroquine. Sorry. I apologise.
No, you don't need to. It's all part of
it can cause blindness in your eyes. So you have to have your eyes regularly checked. Not in everybody, obviously. Yeah, everybody's going to get different symptoms.
Different reactions from it. Everybody
different
does.
reactions. But your body just feels like a robot, like lead.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the only way I can just. If you go out, you don't know whether you're going to be able to get back. And young people who've got it. I mean, I know when I was younger, I wouldn't have wanted to have to walk with a stick.
No, but we've seen it.
But you see young people with their sticks and stuff.
Some even have wheelchairs.
Yeah.
That's how extreme the pain can be.
Yeah. The consultant asked me, why don't you have a wheelchair? But I don't want one. I'm 70. Why do I want a wheelchair? You know, it was not going to make me feel any better, is it? The only thing it's going to do is that I don't have to walk. And I don't walk that far now anyway because I can't. And another vicious thing is I joined Weight Watchers. Was it Weight Watchers?
It was diabetic.
No, I did join Weight Watchers as well.
Weight Watchers.
Yeah.
The Weight Watchers you joined.
No, it wasn't Weight Watchers.
Wasn't it?
Slimming World.
Slimming World, sorry. Slimming World.
And a diabetic group, even though I'm on borderline because of the medication. And I stuck with that diet religiously because that's what I eat anyway. I
Yeah.
eat those sort of foods. That's my food. And at the end of all that trying, never lost anything, not even a pound. And I was trying to walk as well, wasn't I? Just round the block. And I still didn't lose any weight. It's just horrible, isn't it? It's horrendous. There's people who are a lot worse off than me, don't get me wrong. You know, it's an illness you can't see. It's an illness that people don't understand because they can't see it. If you broke your arm, people are broken arm, be careful. You know,
you can
but
see in the
because you
plaster
can't
cast.
see it,
You get judged.
you get judged.
Yep.
I mean, I was given a medical card.
And the key as well. And that key was given as well.
And a key, that was for the toilets. To wear around my neck to show people you've got fibro. Would people know what fibro was?
No, they don't know what it is.
I've never come across it. They wouldn't.
They thought she probably made it up, made the card up
And
as well.
B, people just think, well, you shouldn't be out there, especially younger people.
I know.
You shouldn't be out. And you just feel like, you know, I always put it down in a joking way, by the way. Not, I don't feel that way. Like you're waiting for heaven, really. You're waiting for God, as I call it. And I don't want to feel like that. I want to live till I'm like 150, having a good old time and enjoying life, really. Because I do believe I've earned that.
Yep.
But I don't know, but I would really love to know how everybody is with this. So, you know, can't even stand on my legs because they're like jelly. Sometimes you get shakes as well in your hands.
The tremors in the hands,
because of the nerves, because of the nerve damage. So yeah, what's the answer?
Yeah, what's the
Because
answer?
I would really love to know. My feet swell when I wake as soon as I get out of bed.
Yeah, they do.
You know, people say, well, you've got to sit with your legs up. I do sit with my legs
But
up.
they're actually still in
I'm still
pain.
swelling and I'm still in agony.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't know whether that's from the fibro or the arthritis, because it's one of them with the swelling. But I'm going to get that sorted as well by the doctor, hopefully. And hopefully he'll listen to me, because I think it's the lymphatics.
Yeah, the lymphatic system.
More than anything, really, because, you know, at a certain point in age, they're going to get clogged, aren't they?
Yeah.
But they don't tell you these things, do they? And I think in this country, because of the way it is, they'll give you the cheapest medication they can as well.
They will. That's the truth.
I mean, I've gone to A&E. My legs have been like balloons, and I've been sent to A&E. I've never been tested for a heart test or anything like that, which I think when you've got this going on, because you don't know what it is, what's causing, with swelling and things, that you should be able to see somebody. I had to go on a ECG machine after sitting in A&E in a waiting room for 8 hours with swollen feet and legs because they've got no beds available in the cubicles. I was in absolute agony with fibro, so I wasn't be able to sit, and I wasn't being able to stand, but I had to keep doing both to keep myself going, really.
Yeah.
The waiting room was absolutely filthy. Now, I'm not blaming anybody who works in there, because I know they run off their feet.
Yeah.
But I seen an African doctor in the end, who basically told me we can't do anything tonight because we're too busy. So we've just checked your heart's fine. And I'm like, which is my graph? And he didn't even know which one was my paper thing, which was all pinned on a board somewhere with somebody else's, telling me my heart was fine. I know the NHS are under a lot of strain at the moment, but they can't keep blaming everything onto COVID.
Yeah.
You know, with anything really that's going on at the moment, it's all because of the government.
Yeah.
Absolute joke it is now.
It is.
With everything, you know, you can't see a doctor face to face. You wait months to see one. And again, anything with fibro and fibro related, arthritis, whatever, as well. It's no good them ringing you. Is it on a phone? How can they see?
Yeah.
Well, send us photos. You know, not everybody knows how to use computers.
Yeah.
And the phones, really. So, I mean, what's that all about, really? When you've paid into the system all your life. I don't know. Maybe it makes it worse when you're older because you've seen all the changes happening around you. And even though there was less in my day than there is now, it was better.
That's true. That is so true.
Everything coped better. Everything ran better. But now they just don't be able to cope with anything.
They want everything online, this, online, that.
Well, yeah, and it's like going to the hairdressers, isn't it? You can't make an appointment to go to an hairdresser because, as I say, it's like anything else. You don't know whether you're going to be able to that day when you get up. I'm sorry. You're not going to be able to when you get up that day. And saying, and there's nobody in there. Sorry, I'm going backwards and forwards again. It's like going into an hairdresser's because you can't make an appointment because you can't see many people in there. And you say, can you cut me hair? There's nobody there. Oh no, sorry, we can't. We're too busy today. Well, there's nobody here. Yeah, but we've got customers coming in who've got an appointment. Okay. So you just don't get it done, do you? Things are really unfair, really unfair. You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't, basically. Yeah. And on that note, I'm really exhausted.
Okay then. So there you go, then you got to see that at first hand, what it's like to have a fibromyalgia flare up, and it's not nice at all, not nice. Okay, and again, thank you for supporting our channel, and if you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed as yet, please hit that subscription button, hit the notification bell as we upload content every single week, as you know by now. And just share the channel, share the videos, tell everybody about it, especially with the fibromyalgia videos that we've been doing. Okay, and thank you again. And most importantly, please stay safe out there, everyone. Please stay safe.